You are creating sawdust. You are creating offcuts and byproducts that you're probably just going to leave on the shop floor or sweep up and throw away. What are those byproducts? What do you think they are? Hey friends, welcome to Creative X. My name is Brad Hussey and I'm a web designer. Today, we're going to be sharing a clip from one of our weekly office hours sessions within our Creative X crew, which is our free community filled with professional web designers, freelancers, agency founders, no-code makers, and people who build amazing things for the internet. During these sessions, I answer questions, provide design feedback, talk positioning, branding, pricing, you name it. The crew is growing every single day and we have a ton of fun. And there is a special place with your name on it. So I want to invite you to join us in the Creative X crew, be a part of our family, and join us in these weekly office hours. It's free and the link is in the description down below. I'd love to see you on the inside. Now let's get into today's clip. Person X follows you because they're interested in sharing how you're building your business. When you release a product that they can use to get a closer look at the nuance of your strategy, they're already bought in. You just need to collect their credit card. Continually proving your ability to generate a result is what builds trust with your audience and drives sales of your products and services. So what does this literally mean visually? So he has a little graphic here that shows kind of this chart and this flow. So we have on one side, sales, products, services. So as a freelancer, as an agency owner who sells a service like web design, copywriting, even consulting, you sell your brain, so to speak, your knowledge, your experience, your products and services. As you build out that process, as you create websites, graphics, motion designs, words, user interfaces, concepts, maybe as a consultant or a coach, you come up with methodologies that you use on your clients to help them achieve a result or an outcome. Well, you're creating sawdust. So if you're in a workshop and you're building a picnic table, you have all these offcuts and all this sawdust left on the floor of the shop. You could sweep that up and throw it into the garbage, which is what most freelancers do. Or you could sweep that up and you could repackage that as something valuable and sell it. So here's one example. I hand carved a canoe paddle and I was surprised at how much on the shop floor there was these curly, beautiful curls, ribbons of cedar. And I could have just threw it in the garbage. But what I did for my own benefit was I put it in a bag, and there's tons of it, and I use it as fire starter. So I like to barbecue, over wood, in my stick burning pit smoker. And you need to actually start a fire. So instead of using those cubes, those smelly fire starting cubes, or throwing gas on it and lighting it on fire, I just take this bundle of cedar, put it in a pile, light it up, and it goes up in flames, and then it catches the rest. So it's really good tinder. You could sell it at a farmer's market as a certain thing, or you could repackage it as fire starter, or you could use it to make something look nice, to present something to somebody. You can do a lot. So literally selling your sawdust. So in this example, the sales process, products and services, what's the sawdust? Articles, emails, video, audio, images, case studies, social proof, process. Freelancers, people designing, people building stuff, you create a byproduct. There's a byproduct of what it is that you are creating. With the concept and the idea of this is your primary service. This is the thing that you are, if you're imagining the metaphor of you're cutting 2x6s to build a picnic table. And that's what you sell, the picnic table. So web design or whatever your primary service is. You are creating sawdust. You are creating offcuts and byproducts that you're probably just going to leave on the shop floor or sweep up and throw away. What are those byproducts? What do you think they are? Maybe you are writing standard operating procedures. Maybe you create standard operating procedures for your clients to use their website, or you train them on their website on how to use the back end. Maybe you are constantly writing sales emails, or maybe you're creating proposals and your clients are always complimenting you on how good your proposals look and how compelling they are. Maybe you're really good on video and you send your clients like instructional videos on how to do certain things. Maybe you are a designer and your designs are great. They're beautiful and they are world class. Social proof, like maybe you are really good at collecting testimonials. Maybe you are so great at customer support and that's like your shining attribute in your business. It's just, and these are byproducts. These are just things like you're doing web design, you're doing copywriting, you're doing the thing. But maybe these other things like that you're doing all the time have value to repackage and sell. Not necessarily to your target audience, but a shoulder audience or a parallel audience. Maybe it's somebody who is like you, also a web designer, or maybe it's clients. It's like there's lots of ways at looking at this, and we can take this in steps. But what is that sawdust that you're creating? So let's see. Jennifer says like a step-by-step workflow. Designs rejected by clients. My library of reusable code blocks for nav menus, personal cheat sheets, coding caveats, and pro tips. And then Jennifer says, Kaz, that's interesting. It could be a good way to show clients what they don't want and steer them towards your best offer. Okay, I'll throw one in as well. If I'm saying my primary service is coaching freelancers, which is one of my services, but I'll use that. What's the byproduct? What's the sawdust of that? Be the methodology for helping, specifically around pricing. I love helping freelancers with their pricing and the psychology of that. I'm not a psychologist, but I've priced enough in the years of doing this and helped people with their pricing that I kind of know like what works, what doesn't. I know how to push people and challenge people. And so for me, it's like creating a document on pricing, a calculator on pricing, which probably some of you know, I have already done that. So I have a pricing calculator that I use myself, but I also, give to other people for free, as a lead magnet to get people to join my email list, which they ultimately go, okay, that pricing calculator was helpful. And then they get my emails and then they join my freelancing course, which is more about the business of freelancing, or they join Creative X crew and they attend a workshop or they come to another thing that furthers my relationship with them. I hope you enjoyed that clip. If you have any comments or questions, post them down below. And also don't forget to join the Creative X crew. The link's down in the description. And while you're here, why not check out this video? And I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.